The new moon in Virgo is here with Mercury finishing up its retrograde, with Venus finishing up its retrograde. It's here to help us synthesize all this new information and change and come up with a new game plan. So, last but not least on our Virgo season agenda, we've got a new moon in Virgo. Now, there is a lot of layers to unpack with this Virgo new moon, but for simplicity's sake, just to start off with here, think about where Virgo is in your chart. And especially if you have a planet right here around 21 degrees Virgo in 58 minutes, there might be something particularly fresh that's coming in for that planet, but specifically for the area of Virgo in your chart. So think about what house Virgo is associated with. If you're using whole signs, if you use quadrant, maybe you're looking at where this specific degree is in your chart. So yeah, there's a new energy coming in. And like this area of your chart is getting a little bit of a revamp. And that's definitely true because Mercury is also completing its retrograde here in Virgo. So there's been a definite revamp going on in your Virgo house. This new moon is ruled by Mercury in Virgo. So we've got a very strong planetary ruler for this chart. And it is stationary. So Mercury is stationing direct here in Virgo. Mercury actually stations direct on September 15th, which is the next day. This new moon, of course, is on September 14th, unless you're in a different time zone. This is Eastern time. So just for your time zone here. So one of the things that we could say about this Virgo new moon is definitely that this is an opportunity to get organized. We may have some insights coming in. We had that Mercury cazimi at 13 degrees Virgo. This is the planetary station of Mercury. So there's even more information that's coming to light, even more sort of like perspective shifts going on. Maybe even feeling a little confused about the way forward because the moon is in its dark phase with the sun. It's also in an opposition with Neptune, which can sometimes create a little bit of picture scrambling. It can be a little bit of a confusion, a little bit of a haze. So this may be a sleepier new moon. Some of the new moons tend to be lower energy in general. There tend to be quieter periods, but especially with this influence of Neptune, which can kind of make us feel a little burnt out. We really want to watch our immune systems with Neptune. This can be when we're starting to see those fall, or depending on where you are in the world, maybe spring flu season kind of coming in here. So there's that you want to kind of look for. Brush up on your elderberry supplements. But yeah, the sleepiness can also be influenced by Mercury ruling the new moon in this opposition with Saturn and Pisces. So this is kind of like a slow it down. This isn't like a forge ahead new moon. This is kind of a pause, rest, get some perspective, reassess the situation kind of thing, or just get a good night's sleep where your brain will be clearer for decision making in the morning kind of thing. Give it a few days if you can. So this new moon is not only aspecting Neptune, but it's also in a trine with Pluto and a trine with Uranus. So we've got all three outer planets involved here. So there's this little bit of an otherworldly vibe to this new moon. Also with Mercury stationing. So there's, again, this theme of reversal coming in. So we may be kind of in this process of formulating a new plan or strategy. There might be something we feel like we need to research or improve upon with this new moon. Neptune is saying dream bigger, offer up your prayers, offer up your intention, and let that dream be archetypal with this opposition with Neptune. We've had so much influence from Saturn earlier in Virgo season about being realistic and having to face the music. But, this new moon opposite Neptune says, let that dream be archetypal. Let it be like this iconic vision of what you want to see. Let it be like something that you aspire to, like dream big. Uranus adds like a just do it component, even though there's this other component of reassess, take your time. Uranus adds this like just do it in the sense of be original kind of thing. So this isn't like a forge ahead new moon, as I said. So we're getting this component of Uranus, like be original, just do it kind of energy. And Pluto, which is again like that passion, that focus, that obsession. So we're getting a lot of information, but we're kind of sitting with it, is kind of the vibe of this new moon. Let's sit with it for a moment. So yeah, what we're gonna see after this new moon energy is sort of the sun is gonna kind of follow through with these aspects. We're gonna get this sun trine Uranus, which is all about taking a chance, be bold, unfiltered. It's a little spicy. It's a little futuristic and non-conforming. It's like this creative activation. So we're gonna see that aspect come to fruition the next day on September 15th. Then we get the opposition with Neptune on the 19th. So that kind of sleepy, dreamy, imaginative, like otherworldly kind of energy is going to be there. So coming in on the 19th, that'll be exact. Finally, we get Sun trine Pluto on the 21st. And this is like a powerhouse, kind of unstoppable, passionate, focused kind of energy that we get there. So it's like embrace your flaws, embrace your dark side, embrace your wildest dreams. It's really kind of taking us to new thresholds here. If you're game, if you're open, a lot of times these outer planets, I mean, it depends, but in this situation, it's kind of optional. Like there's opportunities here to level up. So yeah, this is like the last of Virgo season here. We've got Mercury finishing its retrograde here in Virgo. It's going to be stationing direct the following day. So yeah, it's been a season of pivoting. It's been a season of revamping. We've finished Venus's retrograde. We've finished Mercury's retrograde. We've seen 5 planetary stations this season. So the terrain is likely looking a lot different, and Virgo has helped us plan, organize, reassess, and respond to all the new needs and all the new information and what we do with it. So this new moon is going to be really helpful. It's going to feel like a reset. It's going to help us get focused. There's no rush here. There's just kind of a synthesis kind of taking place here. So that's a little bit about this new moon in Virgo. I hope it's awesome for you. And that was your astrology shot of the day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Thanks so much for tuning in with me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine. You can still sign up for Timing with Transits. We begin on September 21st. This is an 11-week immersion into Predictive Technique. We're looking at transits, we're looking at profections and how the two work together. And you can still sign up, and I hope to see you there.